Well, Halloween can be a lot of fun for kids and adults, but it can also be a little dangerous when you're talking about trick-or-treating.
Indeed. Joining us now this morning, CHP Officer Brandon Correia with tips for kids and adults alike to stay safe. And we were just talking off camera, but this is kind of not only a busy weekend, but a very busy night for you guys, right?
Very much so. Halloween is a great celebration for me, for kids, for everybody. And we just want everybody to enjoy their Halloween, have a safe and successful Halloween.
You know, what's interesting is that you think it's kind of obvious. Look, hey, kids are going to be out trick-or-treating. They're going to be out, it's dark. They're going to do different kinds of costumes, make sure everyone slows down. But the statistics seem to show that even though it should be obvious, we have issues every year.
Of course. Unfortunately, Halloween is one of those days and nights where there's a high relation of drunk driving related fatalities. It's the highest child pedestrian fatalities in drunk driving throughout the year. So unfortunately that occurs, so there's a few things that we can do to offer just some tips to help the kids, trick-or-treaters, and adult partygoers to stay safe.
Well, let's talk about those. What can parents do to keep their kids safe?
A few things for parents can do. They can plan your route out early in well-lit areas. Maybe know the area you're going to, if it's your own neighborhood, your own street. Try to get your children to have a costume where they can walk and see and be seen. That's very smart. If they have a mask on, maybe they can take it off. When they're crossing the street, look both ways, make sure that they're visible to the drivers out there, to other people. If you have to go trick-or-treating at night, bring a flashlight or something that illuminates your child or your trick-or-treater, which will just help out overall with the drivers and motorists to see your child.
Yeah, so if they're dressed in black because that's their costume or something,
sure.
if you're with them, with your flashlight, you can be there reflective, yeah.
Great time to be a ghost in white.
You know, do you think it's also to make sure that parents, like, when you're out and you're thinking, oh, that car's coming, but I'm sure it'll stop, to know that if drunk driving is an issue, you're just even more cautious than you normally are?
100% right. Overall, this is the night where we really want motorists to pay attention to the rules of the road. Be alert, remain sober, and remain free from distraction, because you want to plan and really scan the area ahead of you, especially in residential areas where you know trick-or-treaters are going to be out. And expect that child or that party, or that trick-or-treater to walk in front of you or across the street without looking, because they're excited. They're looking for candy. They're not really looking for you.
And chaperones. Bring a parent.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, when we were kids, I grew up in Orinda and Moraga. They just dumped us on the streets, and, you know, in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, we'd work up different neighborhoods and that kind of stuff, and our parents just let us go. But nowadays,
I think you're right. Same for me. A little hayride and just jump off and do whatever you want.
Go. What about you guys in terms of kind of how you're staffed? And we were talking about how, you know, when it's on a Saturday night, that kind of changes the deal. It's on a Monday night now. What are you guys doing?
It is a very high related DUI drunk driving incident night for us, for CHP, for enforcement throughout the whole year as holidays relate to it. So we have a full staff and really paying attention to speed, you know, DUI in general. It's a high thing for us to really concentrate on Halloween night. And just in general, telling the public, slow down and be more cautious in general.
And I would think this weekend especially, tonight, tomorrow, for adults anyways, that the DUI thing might be a bigger problem, right?
100%, yes. And some tips for, even though adults, we think we all know it. We all know it all, but just to reiterate it, you know, if you're that motorist or that person out driving and you're in the residential area, really be aware of children. Turn your lights on, even if it's daylight still. Slow down. Expect those children to walk in front of you. For the party host, if you're hosting a great shindig, have a lot of food, non-alcoholic drinks for your designated drivers. Stuff like that.
And will you be working on Halloween night?
I will be working. Maybe in costume.
Very good. All right. Officer, thanks for coming in.
Brandon Correia, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.